dope, turn me to a superhero, yeah, yeah. Hit that pill, turn me to a superhero, yeah, yeah. Illuminati, turn me to a superhero, yeah, yeah. If your metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you. Blah! I'm on that dope again, I'm on that flow again, switch up that flow again, yeah, yeah. Flying on the parachute, gripping the pole again, I'm on the O again, yeah, yeah. I'm strapped, king in the cup, gotta get paid, king in the streets, made.
Well, that was something. Let's do a better intro next time. What's up, everybody? Bruce Nation! Oh boy, that's a little intense. Hello, hi. It's been a while. It's been some time since we were last seen together, but been a week. But I promise, part 2, and here it is, part 2. When we last left off, we were in dire straits. I believe we had a musical number surrounding Randy Newman. Here's we'll do a little previously on. So here's previously on Bruce the Moose. Okay, that's enough. Anyway, we last left off in the year 2007 with the rise of Call of Duty and the fall, or rather just the idea of having the two shooters coexisting. So we're going to pick up when we last left off, and we're going to continue with the story, which is 2008. I know I said 2010 last week, but I threw in a little something extra. We're going to start in 2008. After the meteoric rise of Call of Duty, it wasn't all doom and gloom for the Halo franchise, alright? Because of this, god damn it, due to the success of Halo 3, there we go, got the light out. Alright, let's continue. Microsoft would actually go one step forward and capitalize on this event. And what would follow would be an expansion with multiple projects in production, including a feature film directed by Peter Jackson.
Cancel.
Okay. That didn't happen, but there were other games in the pipeline, including a Halo MMO.
Cancel.
Halo DS.
Cancel.
Halo Wars. Okay, we got Halo Wars. Who? Nah, I'm only kidding with you folks. Halo Wars was fun and all, but I gotta be honest with you, I would have never given this game a chance if it wasn't involved with the Halo brand. And so it's 2009, and we would see the release of a new Halo game, Halo 3. ODST, a single-player noir-esque story with unique characters, story elements taking place between Halo 2 and 3. Firefight was a thing. It was like a horde mode. Hold on a sec. Could you keep it down a notch? Yeah, well, Halo 3 ODST was great and all. How the heck do you compete with a game of this magnitude? But alas, there was still one more game in the pipeline, and it was a big one. While Halo wasn't the top shooter anymore, it wasn't going down without a fight, as Bungie had one more game in them with 2010's Halo Reach. While Halo Reach was different from 3 in terms of its overall game feel, Bungie would go on to craft an absolute swan song, with this being their final Halo game before their contract ran out with Microsoft. From the moment the game was unveiled, we knew things were going to be different. Bungie would, for their final game in the series, make a game focused on the roots of Halo while pulling elements from all of their games for one planet-sprawling, massive-scale finale. Like in Halo 1, the story would aim to recreate the feeling of throwing players into the middle of a massive ongoing war, completely blind, with new characters and hoping to recapture the feeling of walking on the first Halo ring, but for the planet Reach this time. Like in Halo 2, the multiplayer would provide the most varied set of playlists with old classics like Infection, Slayer, and other objective game types, while introducing new modes like the fan-favorite Invasion, a 6v6 variation of big team battle with objective-based game design, pitting Spartans against Covenant elites. Like Halo 3, the community tools were back and better than ever, with Forge World providing a massive multi-map canvas for map makers to craft whatever their imagination allowed them to do so. with old tricks and exploits being official tools. Like Halo 3 ODST, the Firefight mode would return but had become fully realized with new features allowing players to play on the attacking side and even introducing new game types and variations such as generator defense. Instead of focusing on the sci-fi adventure element with militaristic undertones, the game's art direction and tone would focus more on the military aspect of the universe considering this game's position in the story. Out with the Master Chief and instead with the new character Noble 6, a new self-insert for the player as he or she would be following the fall of Reach with Noble Team, a SEAL Team 6 of Spartans if you will, all with distinct personalities. Bungie would go even further though, with the main character being a self-insert for the player, as the armor you would acquire through the new in-game progression system in multiplayer would also be shown in your Spartan in the campaign. With all of this while providing even more options for armor customization, such as helmet attachments, wrist attachments, knee pads, visor colors, armor effects, to even a full-on bionic arm to truly set your Spartan and Elite apart from the rest. Once again, the marketing was on full effect as Microsoft would provide the highest marketing budget the series had ever seen, spending much more than the $40 million that was seen for Halo 3. This would be the final game to feature this amount of grit and intensity. This would be the final game to feature this amount of customization and flexibility. This would be the final game to include all of this content. This would be the final game that was celebrated upon its release by the entire community. This was Halo Reach. Alright, that's enough montage now. Back to the funny bit. Yay!
And Halo is back. Hell yeah, let's go. Jetpacks, armor line, sprint.
This is different.
The COD kids are saying it's good. Johnny's saying it's cool again, which must mean that Halo's back. Let's go. And Halo is for a week.
Frigate 318 Heavy is inbound, and MAC rounds have been authorized.
MAC rounds in atmosphere.
One way to get their attention. Hang on to your teeth, people.
New contact, high tonnage.
No, somebody tell me this ain't happening.
UNSC Frigate Grafton, do you copy?
The Grafton is dust. We need to get out of here now.
At least a day to at most a week, as we went from Halo is back to Halo is not cool from all your friends at school at soccer practice. I shit you not, this actually happened, and it sucked. It really did. It was so beautiful, you know. Everyone was happy to be playing Halo again. Forge mode was new and improved. The campaign nearly made me fucking cry, and it just sucks because it all went away so quickly. Commence the cycle of me playing Halo Reach and a little bit of Red Dead Redemption until the next Halo, whenever that may be. But who knows, you know, we're in good hands. These 343 guys have never made a game, so therefore by logic, they have a perfect record, you know? They're flawless. They got 100% success rate. I think we're in good hands, you know? I think we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be great. Halo's gonna be back and everything gonna be peachy. After Halo Reach's release, Bungie would step down and would no longer be involved with the franchise to work on a new franchise called Destiny, a new IP focused on PvE with a somewhat MMO design. Apparently it did alright. I mean, my pal Mace thinks it's fun. With Bungie no longer being behind the Halo franchise, things remain unknown for the future. Enter 343 Industries, an entirely new studio built from the ground up by Microsoft solely with the intention of working on the Halo series. Their first game with involvement from Saber Interactive would be Halo Anniversary, a complete remake of the first Halo with new graphics and the ability to switch between old and new. Upon its release, the game would be criticized by fans for a lack of attention to the original game's vision, with different shot composition and an inconsistent art style. In the background, however, Microsoft and 343 would begin work on another project. A new trilogy focused on the Forerunners, but also the return of the Master Chief. Being named after a character that betrays Chief not once, but twice, I think it's safe to say that we are in good hands. Right? Right? Oh god, no, please. Anyway, it's 2012 and it's full of bangers like Payphone. What did I write down? Somebody I used to know. Yeah, that was a good one. Everyone's making fun of Bane's voice. Let's see, what do I got? The world was supposed to end. That was a lot of fun. That definitely brought me some nightmares in school. Tarantino releases Django. I'm sorry, I mean Django! And Halo 4 comes out. That's right, let's go. Halo's back. Doesn't look anything like the old Halos, but let's go. Halo's back. And then the game releases, and everyone is f***ing split on it. The entire fan base just f***ing folds in on itself, hamburger style. Now, admittedly, while I did enjoy Halo 4's multiplayer a little bit, because of how brain dead it was, this isn't Halo. I wonder why. That being said, there were a few good things. Let's not beat around the bush here, or just be 343 bad. We'll give some credit. Such as Cortana's design is one of the coolest in the whole series. Lasky as a character, since it's the only one in the game that respects the goddamn chief. This scene, the final level, because it's fucking Star Fox.
Hey, I've been saved by Fox. How swell.
The moment we land on Requiem is a harken back to Halo 1. The opening cutscene. No, not the CG1, the one before the first mission starts. Some of Chief's banner. The HUD because it feels like Metroid Prime. The ending cutscene is to show a promising future for the series. This set piece right here where you're boosting with the ghost. The new vehicle, the Mantis, it's so much fun it feels like Metal Gear. Flying a pelican. Some of the crunchy sound design of the weapons in the melee attack. The new weapons, the railgun, the saw, and the sticky detonator. Oh, this is so much fun. Opening the game with 4 bullets. Whoa! Some of the soundtrack is, while it doesn't feel like Halo music, it's still pretty good. Chief punching a nuke. The map Ragnarok is, it's literally just Valhalla. The Warrior, Wetwork, Warmaster, Operator, and Ventilator Armor is, it's literally just Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. And finally, character moments. Moments like this, or we'll point here, because it's more room in the frame. Moments like that, right there, we're gonna put that there in the edit. That had a lot of and so that's gonna hold us over for the next game. After Halo 4's release, things were looking pretty promising for the future. Yes, there were folks that didn't enjoy the direction of the game's story, but I thought it was an interesting take, and so I was naturally excited to see what 343 would do next. What they would do next would be a massively ambitious project, Halo: The Master Chief Collection. A launch title for Microsoft's new console, the Xbox One, Halo MCC was a collection of nearly every game in the series, including all of the multiplayer online, along with a complete remake of Halo 2. Everything was looking great for the franchise, and so... It's 2013, Snowden! Here's what I got written down. Scary Movie 5, Inappropriate Comedy, Movie 43, Grown Ups 2, all great movie. What a great year for movies. This is awful. Halo MCC is out. And it doesn't work for 3 fucking years.
I've been sitting here for 40 minutes.
This is unprecedented. Unacceptable.
Wait, what? Wait, what the hell? Who is this guy? Where's Master Chief? Arbiter's back. Arbiter's back. Arbiter's back. And he looks nothing like himself.
Master Chief has a robe.
Wait, hold on. Why is he in a robe in the desert? What? He's a traitor? The guy saved the damn galaxy. What are you doing with the multiplayer with all this Titanfall shit? How did you release a game that lets you kick people from ranked mode? What in God's name is going on with Halo? Somebody stop this sequence. No transition. Here are the movies. Here are the music. Some cool fucking fact. Behind the Meme was a channel that came out in 2015 or was around. Yeah, YouTube was awful. YouTube drama becomes a thing. Halo 5 releases. Christopher Lee is dead, and we're fucked. We're fucked. Epic montage time. This set piece right here when you're running down the side of a Guardian. That's it. Like Halo 3, Halo 5 was a moment for me. A moment for all the wrong reasons. Let's recap what I remember most with this game. Holy hell, let's begin. To start, what in God's mother-loving name is this story? You brought back Blue Team when we were led to believe that Master Chief was the last Spartan? You dealt with the previous game major villain in a comic book? You thought having the same boss fight 7 times was a good idea? Oh, for Christ's sake, you couldn't even give me a big explosion for taking down the Kraken? What happened to this? Where are the Marines? You kept Sprint and thought adding thruster packs along with it was fine? You added aim-down sights? Why are you using the talents of Nick Offerman to insult your fans? You added pay-to-win mechanics to multiplayer? Why? You cut split screen for this? Why do the major beats in this game feel so soulless? You play as Master Chief for 3 levels! You thought that revealing the return of a previously dead, let me emphasize, dead character. You thought revealing the return of a dead character through an audio log was the best possible direction for the story. And you brought her back to make her evil! And oh my god, can we chill with this place? Holy hell, Halo 5 is awful! So awful that it launched his career of acting male. So awful that it made r/Halo a toxic minefield. So awful that it was the first game that I ever played where the following words came from my mouth after seeing the credits. And those words being, fuck you and fuck off. It's bad. Why should I care? Why do I care? Why do I continue to support the series? Clearly, people are split on Halo 4. Halo MCC doesn't work for 3 fucking years, and this happens. Why bother? Halo is not back. It's not back at all. Xbox is not back. The Xbox One is awful, and we are so fucked. Let me explain just how bad the situation was. Back then, Halo was the king. It was the coolest thing in the world and everyone wanted its place. By 2012, I had already moved on from the hope of playing the game with others. I could still play it with my siblings, and I was more so just happy to play another game featuring these characters that I had grown to love. I finished Halo 4, and I'm very excited to see what was in store for this trilogy. Then I get the chance to replay all of my favorite games again, while experience Halo 2 and Halo 1 online for the first time. The multiplayer doesn't work, but that's okay. I have all of these games campaigns and Forge to hold me over to the next game. Then I finally see the next details for the 5th game, and for some reason, it just isn't getting me excited. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know there's something about this game that I just don't like. By this point, I was in high school. I had grown up, and so amidst all of that noise, I was hoping to just relax and enjoy a brand new game in a franchise of my youth. I'm playing the game and I'm noticing that characters aren't acting like themselves. Story moments are severely lacking any weight to them, and the gameplay and mission design had become boring. I play on hoping for something, anything, to bring some enjoyment, but instead the game ends. By the time the credits rolled, I was devastated. I had never felt so empty and so disappointed after finishing a video game before. I didn't know I could feel this way, let alone from a franchise that I loved. Not only that, but this time I was doing it completely alone, as my older brother went on to college, and with split screen cut completely, there was no reason for me to play it anymore. It felt like it was time to move on. And so we are no longer excited for Halo. We do not care. No, why should we? I mean, we wanted a PS4. This just makes sense. Maybe we just had a good sense of intuition. And this point in the story, Halo goes into hiding. I don't even say anything about Halo 5. No one asks me how it is. As if I had anyone to play the games with. I mean, you think I did with Halo 4? No. Halo MCC? No.
No one was there. And so we enter this period of time where we don't have Halo for a while. Like a very long time. Enough to make someone think.
While time passed throughout the years, Halo 5 would grow and change. The title would see frequent updates and overall become a completely different game over the next couple of years. Forge would release nearly 2 months after the game's launch along with Big Team Battle, and at the time, not having these features at launch was seen as a step back, as many believed these to be essential to a core Halo experience, and while this iteration was a massive step forward for the map-making tool, it was still missing modes like Infection for nearly a year. The updates kept rolling through over the next year, and while it was great to see modes like Firefight return and the addition of a custom games browser, for me the damage was already done. There was no fixing the story, there were still pay-to-win mechanics in multiplayer, and it felt like it was time to move on. At this time, I truly believed that I was done with Halo.
Raindrops are falling on my head, just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he's got things done. Sleeping on the job, those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. Because I'm free, nothing's worrying me.
Woo! Hell yeah! MIC! See you for part 3 of the week! Part 3 next Sunday, let's go! Woo!
Ba